that, while WWE's focused on that, Japan's focused on some whole new things. And in
Mhm.
Japan, the New Japan Pro Wrestling Company just unveiled its first ever World Television Championship. It is reported that all matches will be geared towards younger competitors, and they will also have a 15-minute match limit. And the matches are meant to be fast paced, and they are meant to take place in towns where audiences don't normally see um, championship defenses. So it's been announced that the tournament will begin on October 14th, and it will conclude on January 4th at Wrestle Kingdom 17, where they will crown the inaugural World Television Champion. I wanted to know how you felt about this, and do you have any idea of who the inaugural champion should be?
I don't have an idea who the champion should be, but I think that's really cool that they're trying to work with smaller talent. And I'm very surprised that, first of all, seeing New Japan in 15 minutes, it just
Yeah.
like, it's to me, is unheard of. I'm like looking down at the notes. I'm like, really? All their matches are like, well, at least like 35 minutes to like an hour. So that's new, kind of
Mm-hmm.
exciting. And I mean, again, I would love to see new talents because um, I think for the last few years, we've been seeing pretty much the same faces be thrown around. Um, who won Wrestle Kingdom last year?
I don't even remember, to be honest. I don't. I
Yeah,
really don't remember.
I watched the Wrestle Kingdom before that. This one, I haven't watched recently, so I can't even tell you a champion for right now. But I love that they're trying to breed new competitors,
Mm.
and that they're trying to obviously reach out and expand their brand and expand what towns they don't normally go to.
Mm.
Um, so I mean that this is very much interesting. Like everyone over here is having different social experiments. Like is the competition heating up in every single promotion? It's like
I
everyone's
think so.
working with each other and trying to, you know, get that fan's attention and that fan base's attention, but at the same
Mm-hmm.
time they're all trying to again like do their own little experiments to see how they're going to breed top stars. And I'm very much fascinated by that more so than what ways they're going about it.
Mm.
What do you think?
I think that this is kind of New Japan's way of evolving with the wrestling industry, right? You look at a
Mm-hmm.
AEW, you look at a WWE, and you know New Japan is known. They're legendary for these 60-minute bouts, these soap operas, these super cinematic, dramatic 5-star matches. We always hear about the Omega Okada trilogy. We always hear about Shinsuke and AJ. We always hear about these very, very dense, substance filled, just jam packed with storytelling matches. But they don't have AJ anymore. They don't have Shinsuke anymore. They don't have Omega anymore. And it's like now you have to think outside the box as okay, what does a New Japan Pro Wrestling company look like in 2022? They also don't have the
Okada.
Intercontinental Championship anymore. They don't have the IWGP Intercontinental title anymore because they merged it with the world title. Now it being the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship. So now they don't have that Intercontinental title anymore, and it's just like, okay, that's all well and good, but there's still a void. How are we going to fill this void, and what direction do we need to go in? Do we revive the Intercontinental title, or do we introduce this TV title? And I think that this TV title is a great way to kind of, do something that they've never done before and evolve. You know what I mean? This is something that they can put on a Wrestle Kingdom card. This is something that they can do in one of these towns that they don't normally defend the World Heavyweight title. They can bring it to the US, defend it in New Japan Strong, New Japan Strong Wrestling, which is like their US program. They now will be able to take that title possibly. They wanted to do some stuff with AEW. They can have a TV title match on AEW because nobody's going to do a 60-minute IWGP heavyweight title match when, you know, they got other things that they want to do in their program too. But, 15 minutes, you can make room for that. You can make room for that. You can have a nice little 15-minute, TV title match on another program that may not be yours. So I think that this is kind of New Japan's way of creating something that can be a complementary piece if they decide that they want to work with other companies like an Impact Wrestling or AEW. But this is also something that, can set a precedent and set the course of the future for whatever's going on in their own individual company. So I'm really, really excited to see what they do with this. Um, I think that they should focus on guys that definitely have that mainstream crossover capability. And one of the guys that I think that they should be looking into is Zack Sabre Jr. Uh, Definitely one of the best pro wrestlers on the planet. Someone that a lot of guys in a lot of different companies want to work with. I heard Bryan Danielson wants to have a match with him. Can we possibly get a Bryan Danielson, Zack Sabre Jr. match for the the New Japan World Television title? That is more than doable. So I think that that could possibly be their inaugural champion. But yeah, I think this is really, really exciting and a really, really dope time for New Japan.
Is this the guy that's? I'm sorry, I had to look him up because
You
I
good?
heard the name, but I couldn't match the face. Is he's the guy that's really good at technical wrestling?
Yes, he is.
Okay, then I've seen his match before, and I was very impressed by him. I
Mm.
think he was the first. Was he on a Wrestle Kingdom before?
Yeah,
Is
he
that
was.
why?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I saw his match. I think for the first time during the yeah, it was during the pandemic,
Mm-hmm.
or no, it wasn't during the pandemic. Was it? Whatever. It was definitely a Wrestle Kingdom, and um, this is when my friend was trying to force me to watch New Japan, and I was trying to get into it, but he had to explain every little thing to me,
Right.
and like his match was like something that stood out to me. So it's funny when you said Daniel Bryan because immediately I'm like, all right, yeah, I think that's why. I saw
Right.
this guy, and all I thought about was, wow, he reminds me like wrestling technicality wise of Daniel Bryan or like Kurt Angle. And I'm just like, in a perfect world,
Right.
if Kurt was in his prime, a perfect
That would
world.
be a great match.
Yeah, yeah. Like I only saw one match of him, but to me, it was the best fucking match out of that entire card. Like
Mm.
just wrestling wise, I was so impressed. I knew nothing about him, but he was really fucking good. So yeah, no. I'm gonna steal your answer. I want that person to win. I know. I just love that. I'm sorry. Just a king crossed my mind. I was just like, wait, no, I remember this guy. This guy was really awesome. Like I stand him a long time ago. I'm gonna stand him again.
I'm gonna
You
stand him again. I'm
know?
gonna restand him. I'm gonna stand him twice. But anywho,